All right, guys, we are back home. We have a lot of stuff in this box lunch bag right here, filled to the brim with pops that I bought this morning for New York Comic Con. So let's go in chronological order, and I'll show you guys everything I got from the first stop to the last stop. So in previous years, Barnes & Noble has opened up an hour earlier at 8 o'clock, but when I went this morning, they had a sign on the window that said we will be opening up at 9 a.m. normal hours for October 4th. So I was like, damn, Hot Topic, GameStop, and Barnes & Noble are all opening up at 9 o'clock. That's a mess. So I figured it was better for me to make the call, leave Barnes & Noble, and go to Hot Topic to grab the My Hero Academia Dobby, I don't know. I bought about a dozen pops this morning, right? And only one of them is for me, and we'll get there in a few minutes. So here is the My Hero Academia Dobby pop. This is from the most recent wave, and it is one of two My Hero Academia pops that came out. Now you're probably saying, Justin, why did you buy two of them? One's for my homie Adam, the other one's for my homie Gamery. So they were both working this morning, so I said, you know what, guys, I'll grab one for each of you. So here we go. We have two Dobbies from Hot Topic. So after Hot Topic, I ran over to GameStop, and there was a line outside of the door, and I was like, why does GameStop have a line if they're opening up at 9 o'clock? This specific GameStop was still opening up at 10 o'clock. They weren't opening up at 9. And I was like, great. Do I sit around for an hour and wait? Or do I go back to Barnes & Noble and pick up the exclusives that I'm looking for there? So I ultimately made the game time decision to leave them all and head back to Barnes & Noble, which had so many exclusives. It seemed like nobody had grabbed anything yet. It looked like I was the first person there to grab exclusives. So first and foremost, for Danny, my girlfriend, I picked up, what is this dude's name? Filch and Mrs. Norris. I assume that Mrs. Norris is the name of the cat. Danny is a huge Harry Potter fan. This pop looks great. I had so many to choose from. I mean, there was like, I don't know, probably around 30 of these things just sitting on the shelves. So, and then the second one that I picked up at Barnes & Noble is for the homie Left Coast Pops. So I grabbed him Keith Haring, which is one that I kind of wanted to talk about for a second. I tried to snap as many pictures as I could while I was in Barnes & Noble, but there was some weird shenanigans going on with this one, and I'm not exactly sure what was up with that. It looks like someone put the fall convention stickers on these pops and then ripped them off and then put new ones on there. It was kind of weird. A lot of these had glasses that were droopy and weren't really fitting perfectly over the eyes. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but this one even has a little bit of that sticker residue, but this one has the least of it, which is why I decided to grab that one. It took me like 3 or 4 minutes to sort through all of these Keith Harings to find one that I felt was appropriate, because it was either droopy glasses or it was sticker residue all over the front there, which is kind of a little disappointing for this. So after hitting up Hot Topic and being like fourth in line, being able to grab the Dobbies, I was like, you know what, let's pack it up. Let's head over to a different mall. This way I didn't have to wait until 10 o'clock for GameStop to release their pops. So the first thing we got from GameStop is Hero Killer Stain, again from My Hero Academia. This is again for my friend Adam because he collects this entire set, and a lot of stores only got 2 to 4 of these things. I was lucky enough to be able to get into GameStop around like 9:30 or so, and they still had 3 of these sitting on the shelf. So I love going to this GameStop. I would drive out of my way to go to this GameStop sometimes because of how helpful the staff is. The store manager is great there as well. He let me pick out which one I wanted because some had some slight paint job errors as well as some box damage. This one isn't exactly in the best shape in terms of paint job. He's got some black specks on his little his mask. I don't know what you call that, the little scarf or whatever it is that goes around his eyes, but overall this is an awesome looking pop. All right, so I picked up 5 pops so far for other people. Now it's my turn. It's my pop time, right? And this is what I absolutely wanted. Cabbage Man from Avatar: The Last Airbender. This was my #1 want from my top 5 want list for New York Comic Con, and I grabbed it, and it was super easy to get. They had like, I don't know, 6 or 7 of these sitting on the shelf. My boy Brad works at GameStop in a different town, and he sent me a Snapchat this morning of like, he had like, I don't know, 16 to 20 of these things just stacked up on his counter, taking up the entire space. So I don't care that this was easy to get. I don't care about rarity. I asked for this for Emerald City Comic Con. I was like, ooh, if we got an Avatar pop for Emerald City, it should be Cabbage Man because green. We have a little bit of a little bend there on the bottom. I'm not sure if the lighting will be able to pick it up, but I can't nitpick because I have it. I love it, and I'm so thankful to have this to my collection and bring my Avatar The Last Airbender set back up to 100% complete. And you know, now that I'm sitting here looking at this, I picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pops for everybody else. I got one thing for myself. I did a lot of running around for everybody this morning. So at FYE, I was the 8th person in line, and they got 9 of these Blunt Man and Chronic 2-packs. This Kevin Smith thing. I don't know what's up with this. I don't know anything about this, but these 2 FYE pops are for the homie Left Coast because I really don't know anything about Blunt Man and Chronic. I just know that it's Kevin Smith and his friend, and they're dressed up like superheroes, so it's pretty cool. I think that these guys look great. I love how they have Kevin Smith kind of opening his shirt up in like a Batman type of situation, but he's got a pot leaf, I think is what that is on his shirt, so that's pretty cool for a toy company to do. I like that. The sticker is unfortunately coming off. I'm trying to make sure you guys can see it in the frame through my mirror, but... And then the final thing that I picked up for New York Comic Con this year was also from FYE, and that is Vampire Mr. Burns here from The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror, which is just an awesome looking pop. I don't know anything about The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror, because like I said, this isn't for me, but you know, I think that it looks great. This is the first pop that leaked for New York Comic Con this year. This actually came out before they even started doing reveals. Then the Treehouse of Horror was the last wave that they announced other than that Hello Kitty, so this is very cool to finally see it in person, and even though I'm not hanging on to it, I went to BAM afterwards, which I didn't really document because they didn't get any of the Edgar Allan Poes in. When I went on Thursday just to see what was up, they said they had 3 of them in the back room. I went this morning and they had 0 of them. They said they couldn't find them in the back room. And here it is, guys, my entire Funko Pop haul for New York Comic Con 2019. I would love to know down in the comments which pops you got. Were you able to grab any of these? Were there things that you missed out on? Let's have a discussion down below about how your New York Comic Con hunt went. I'd love to hear all about it. And make sure you check back to the channel because I have some Amazon packages and a Walmart package coming in the mail soon for some more New York Comic Con goodies. So you want to make sure you scroll down, you hit that subscribe button. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you soon. Welcome to Money's Funko Pops, a YouTube page devoted to all things Funko. From covering events like San Diego Comic-Con to going out and doing random hunts just to see what I can find. I post relevant content to what's going on in the Funko community. There's something for everybody here at Money's Funko Pops. Subscribe to stay up to date.